to Medieval Engineers, everybody, and we're going to be checking out some ropes and pulley systems and also our bucket lift system that we got on our castle there. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to recreate it. First of all, we got our simple little door pulley system. This is a bit buggy. The pulley systems are a bit buggy. It could be due to where my my spindle pieces are. It could be the angle in which why this is glitching a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and test this guy out so we can just wheel it on up. As you can see, we don't have a problem with wheeling it up at all. And then if you hold shift and press T, you can actually use the same wheel and wheel it down. This is where it glitches right there. I think it might actually be the weight of the door, but if we cut one of these ropes and give a little more tension onto the other one, then we can actually finish wheeling that down. Very basic, simple design. Normal spindle. I'll be showing you guys how to actually add this piece together over here in a second. But when it comes to the door was slightly tricky because what I had to do was I actually had to build part of this and then build kind of like a T-frame out and add in the rope hangers, because then as soon as you put some weight to this, the gravity is going to pull it down to the ground. Then you need to use your spindle pieces to actually lift it, hoist it up part way, and then you can finish constructing the door, and then you lay it down gently on your brace down here, and then after you do that you can reconnect the ropes in the proper positions. And it actually works fairly well. I like the way this came out. I might do some tampering with here. It might be because of where I even have these rope tension pieces that it might be getting glitched like that, but we'll have to fuck around with it and see where it goes. Anyway, on to the bucket lift that I created in my other map on our castle that we're working on. I'm going to have to be redoing this on ours actually, because it's slightly changed now. We have these rounded pieces now. We're going to go ahead and extend these out. Now these are the new pieces here. They're the catch blocks, but they just have a round spindle in them. But you can still use the square pieces on them whether or not. Gotta make sure this is sticking out. And we're going to need the square pieces too. Alright, so let's get our spindles out. And we want one on each side here. And this was a little tricky the first time I did it, but once you get this system figured out, it's actually pretty simple. Now, see, I noticed a little trick when you're working in the center of spindle pieces. You should always use the square blocks. They seem to connect better. And it's best to get them as close as possible before you actually let them attach. Now see, that didn't hook. So we'll try it again. Still nothing. One more time. There we go. That one locked in. As you can see, it kind of spun into itself. Don't worry about that. I'm going to connect these guys now. If they are a little angled, don't worry about it, guys. If you just keep placing this last block and then remove it and replace it, see, eventually they do click in together. It's just a matter of letting them spin together. We already got our handle on over there. Alright, and this is the confusing part, for at least was for the first time. It's very, very simple. You got to think of, basically you want these both spinning at the exact same reaction time. And in order to do that, you got to make basically like a carburetor belt in the car, so you can attach both of these spindle pieces by lines, and they'll both actually spin at the exact same tension. Alright, so that piece there. Then we need our rope hooks. And this is where a lot of people get really confused about where to hook to where, and it's actually quite simple. You want to keep your top to your top. This is the tricky part. You want this inner one to go to the outside one. An inner one to the outside one. And then bottom and bottom. And now that's going to actually function like a belt. So now if we come over here and give her a spin. Oh, is she bugging? She's bugging. I'll be right back in one sec, guys. Sometimes you just gotta save and restart the map. Holy freaking crap. Bugs and glitches, bugs and glitches. I couldn't actually get this thing working. I believe it's because it's so large and these spindles are so long. There's just too much tension in between this whole section, and it could be that these also aren't close enough. So I did another quick one here and threw it together here, just a smaller version. As you can see, I hooked up the lines the exact same way, and this one worked the first time. I did not have to reload or anything like that. As you can see, now it works as one system. And it can go both ways. Very cool. This can be used for all sorts of different ideas, and it's very simple. Once you get these pieces out, you basically just build that little nub, and then you want to build a cross shape, and then you want to go top to top. Here, I'll just show you guys real quick so you know you got it right. Top to top, inner to outer. Oh, missed it. Inner to outer, inner to outer, and bottom to bottom. And give it a spin. And as you can see, it works just like a belt. It is still slightly touchy. Alpha. There you go. On to our next part. We're going to do a little bit of a basic catapult here. Show you guys how this system works. So what you got here is basically a catch piece that I got started here. This is going to be for catching the arm of it. So we're going to want our tension rope. Place our tension rope down, and you want to make sure that that piece there is pointed out towards your target. So then we're going to extend this out. And then as you can see, we can add more in here because we want that brace bar basically. A spoon piece. And I totally have that on upside down. There we go. Alright, now we just want our basic spindle piece here again for pulling in our line. And I found out that the best way to actually get these connect if you're only using one spindle piece on the inside is to actually build out these side pieces first and then place your spindle in, and it locks it all together real nicely. And then you put on your wheel. Alright, now we can go ahead and cock this back. You do only need one wheel, because if it's going in the wrong direction, you just hit shift. Ooh, there we go. That's a tight one. Alright, now for placing cannonballs, we want to make sure we get this one under your items. Large projectile. And remember to press J to drop it into your bucket. And there we go. Now we got ourselves a little quick catapult. Press T on this to fire. Look at that. Be good for close range. I'm going to show you guys another little thing I was playing around with when it comes to catapults. So our next episode we'll be making a catapult, and I'll be putting wheels on it so you guys can actually see how to make mobile types of things. And we're going to be doing carts, mine carts. Trebuchets won't be mobile, those are too large. In realistic sense, you wouldn't have a mobile trebuchet, it just wouldn't work well. Alright, this is a little something I was fiddling around with. Since you can rope the cannonballs together, I decided why not rope two of them together and launch one of them, see what happens. And as you can see, it does a slingshot effect, which is really cool. And if you move your cannonball off to the sides, it will sling in that direction. So it's another way you can use to aim your shots. Anyway, guys, I hope this helped you out a little bit. Hope this helps you carry on with your building. This system should really help you out a lot. It can be used in many different ways. pulley systems, mine carts, really anything you can put your mind to that would use that sort of system. You can use this for. It will work. Just remember not to make it too large like I did with this one, because this one just kind of glitched out and just didn't work. Too much tension on it. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.